Slow Blinks, episode, Red Dwarf.
Wow!
That was nice.
That was
Very
so
satisfying.
cool. Slow Blinks. Hi, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Charles.
Welcome to Slow Blinks TV, and today we're watching
My favorite television show of all time, Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf is very important to us.
It's one of the things that we first bonded over when we met in high school.
We didn't have cable television, but what we did have is a PBS affiliate that showed British television.
Yes.
This was the highlight of my week. Saturday nights on our local PBS station.
My teeth won't stop chattering.
Well, put them in your pocket.
People who try to pretend they're superior makes it so much harder for those of us who really are.
I used to be an accountant, you know. Economy comes as naturally to me as being a vicious old prune comes to you.
Treatment does work with some people.
A horse, my kingdom for a horse.
Is anything the matter?
Anything the matter? They're dead.
Who's dead?
They are dead. They're all dead.
My God. Well, I was only away 2 minutes.
They've been dead for centuries.
Red Dwarf is a British science fiction sitcom from the 80s and 90s.
The original 8 seasons, which we have here, ran from 1988 to 1999.
The show has come back. They've done several return specials. They've done reunion seasons. Red Dwarf was created by Rob Grant and Doug Naylor. Rob Grant worked on the show up until season 6, I believe. Both Doug Naylor and Rob Grant have written novelizations. But one of the reasons we decided to talk about Red Dwarf, recently Rob Grant passed away. And we decided, let's finally talk about the greatest show of all time.
The basic premise of the show is about Dave Lister, who is played by Craig Charles. He's the last human alive, and he's 3 million years into deep space. He's on the ship Red Dwarf. There's a computer named Holly.
For the first 2 seasons, Holly is played by Norman Lovett. In this episode, and then I think through season 7, Hattie Hayridge plays Holly. And then it switches back to Norman Lovett. But I have all the different Hollies on my smartwatch.
Nice.
Red Dwarf is a mining ship. Lister did not want to finish the rest of his time, so Lister gets thrown into stasis because he's smuggled a cat onto the ship. That cat gets locked in the air ducts while Lister is locked in stasis. Then a radiation leak causes the entire crew to be wiped out. Holly turns the ship into deep space, wakes Lister out of stasis once the radiation levels have dropped down.
How long was I in stasis?
Well, I couldn't release you until the radiation reached a safe background level.
How long?
3 million years.
3 million years! I've still got that library book.
Holly has resurrected a hologram of his dead bunkmate, Arnold Rimmer, played by Chris Berry.
But I can't touch anything. Never again will I be able to brush a rose against my cheek, cradle a laughing child, or interfere with a woman sexually.
Rimmer, you should do any of those things anyway.
There's also the cat, who is descended from his cat, played by Danny John Jules. By the 3rd season, we also have Kryten, which is a mechanoid, played by Robert Llewellyn.
There are very few additions to the crew. Another character that joins the show later is Kachansky, the original actress who played her.
She was like a singer or
Claire
something?
Grogan. Yes,
okay.
singer Claire Grogan. Kachansky is in the first couple of seasons like an unrequited love interest of Lister's that he never got with. Then they eventually kind of retcon that and she was like an ex-girlfriend of his that he's still in love with. And then eventually she joins the show, played by actress Chloe Annette.
Hi.
You look great.
You look pretty amazing yourself. So in this dimension, you didn't die. You're an alternate version of Dave.
Well, I like to think of myself as a definitive version, you know, honed to perfection by time and evolution.
I can see why you think that, yeah.
So we're going to talk about Time Slides, which is in season 3.
Yes.
I believe it's episode 5. I have it.
I taped them together.
Okay. You know that's not how you tape a show, right? It's for old people. Okay, it's, season 3, episode 5. Okay.
Cool.
I would say Time Slides is not our favorite episode, but just like with other series we've done, sometimes it's more fun to pick one that you can kind of poke fun at instead of your absolute favorite. We actually open up with a really cute, like, miniature golf course.
It's a wonderful model. Can we just talk a little bit about the character of the cat real quick?
Yes, he's a fashionista, I would say.
That's all the cat cares about, and his clothes are insanely cool.
And his character goes through kind of an arc throughout the series because when he starts out, he's more like a cat than a human. And by series 3, he's pretty well fully formed.
Yes, Danny John Jules is a dancer.
I think he can also sing pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was in Little Shop of Horrors for like a minute. You can see him in like a doo-wop group. And then he's also in The Labyrinth.
So the cat is playing golf, model golf, with Lister. Dave Lister is a bum. He's like a punk rocker, anarchist kind of guy. He's a slob. He likes to get drunk and eat curry and play guitar terribly. But he is like good, genuinely. He tries to do the right thing. And he brings an amazing amount of pathos to a character on a show that's really silly. And that's something that all of the actors actually are really capable of doing.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
You're not following through is what you're doing. Keep your head down and follow through.
We seem to spend every day devising more and more ingenious ways of wasting time. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of table golf.
How about a game of junior angler? All the thrills and spills of freshwater fly fishing from the comfort of your own living room.
No. I want to live. I want a job. I want to meet people. I want to meet girls. I want to make love.
Well, junior angler is the best you're going to get out of me, buddy.
So next we go to Kryten in the photo lab, and he's actually developing film.
Kryten is a mechanoid.
Yep.
He is a sanitation droid, so he's a janitor robot. He has a very comprehensive arc in the show where he like learns how to lie, gains self-ownership, has a whole gender exploration plot line.
Robert Llewellyn and the cat both have amazing physicality.
Kryten is developing film, and we also have him rocking out to music that he is playing in a hip, holstered cassette player. And the music that he's rocking out to is Craig Charles's band. One of the things that's great about the show being made in the 80s and the 90s is that it's very frozen in time as like what technology is, even though it's the super future. He starts to hear like chatter and stops the music and realizes that the photos that he has developed are moving.
So we cut back to Lister's quarters. He is still sulking when Rimmer comes back in. Rimmer is his bunkmate.
This is a good opportunity to talk about Rimmer.
He does audiobooks, doesn't he?
Yes, he does at least 2 of the audiobooks, and he does all of the voices, and it's fantastic.
He made me laugh the most of any of the characters.
He is incredibly funny. I really love the dynamic between Rimmer and Lister. They're antagonistic towards each other. They are complete polar opposites. You know, one is a super uptight snob, one is a down-to-earth slob. One of the fun things about Rimmer, though, is that he's also an idiot. He is just, like, not a smart guy.
Well, neither is Lister.
No, they're both very much on the same level intellectually. Holly was able to choose one crewmate to replicate as a hologram. And he chose Rimmer because it was the person most likely to keep Dave Lister sane, is by having somebody who kind of drove him crazy. So Rimmer's talking to Lister. Lister is popping a red sheet of packing paper that says tension sheet.
That's a tension sheet, isn't it? I went to school with a guy who invented tension sheets. Things certainly worked out for him all right. A millionaire at 26. Fred Holden, he was in our dorm. God, he was thick. Thicky Holden, we used to call him.
He had a break. He got lucky.
Suppose so. Did you go to school with anyone famous?
Charles Keelan. He was pretty famous.
What did he do?
Ate his wife.
Sorry to interrupt, sirs, but I think you should come down to the photo lab.
We haven't really talked too much about Holly yet.
Holly is the ship computer. Holly appears as a face floating in a void on computer screens. Later, they get a watch that Holly is on.
Sometimes Holly appears on Kryten's belt.
Yeah, like a Teletubby. The character of Holly is very funny because the premise of Holly is that Holly used to have an IQ of 6,000, but now it is 3 million years later, and Holly has developed advanced computer senility. So Holly is not very bright.
As we mentioned before, Holly used to look different in the first 2 seasons, and then there's actually a crossover episode where they meet their opposites in another dimension.
Yes, where all of the characters, except for the cat, have female counterparts. And after that episode, the end of season 2,
Holly meets his female counterpart, Hilly, and after that chooses to display himself as that version of Holly.
she is so funny, and she perfectly captures the essence of that character. There are a few time travel episodes of Red Dwarf. This is a time travel episode technically. But I don't understand this at all. They say that the film developing fluid has mutated.
Yeah, over the 3 million years.
And exposure to radiation, probably.
At first I thought it was just my roll of film, but it seems to work on any negative. There are some others here I've developed as slides.
Well, go for it.
Lights!
That's Frank! It's my brother's wedding!
I'm in a photograph. In Smeg. Incredible.
Try another one. It even works in black and white. I've tried it with a really old one, too.
That's Nuremberg! That's Adolf Hitler. He was leader of the runners-up in World War II.
Ignore it. He's a complete and total nutter. Angela's only got one testicle.
What's he doing now? He's scuffling with Adolf Hitler.
I nicked his briefcase. Where's he here? It's Adolf Love and Hugs, Staff Colonel Count von Staffenberg.
He is the officer who tried to assassinate Hitler by putting a bomb in his briefcase.
Yes, we've got ourselves a Smeg time machine.
What Lister would like to do, because he's been so miserable, is to go back to a picture of himself when he was 17 years old and try to convince himself not to join the Space Corps. So they go into the frame, and for some reason, it is a full bar and you can see multiple angles and they're not stuck the way they were stuck before. And Lister is singing the band's #1 song.
The song.
And it just has the one lyric.
Dave Lister's younger self is played by Emil Charles, Craig Charles' younger brother.
He's also taller than him, so it looks like he shrunk over time. So they talk to young Lister, and he is not super excited about the idea that he does not become a rock star.
Aren't you happy being a rock star?
We don't make it as a rock star.
That's impossible.
I'm trying to make you rich. All you got to do is go down to the patent office and register this as your invention.
But I'm not into dosh. I hate money. I loathe possessions. It's just so crypto-fascist.
Just stop saying everything's crypto-fascist. Make me sound like I was a complete git.
Oh, give up. The guy's an idiot.
It's me.
Exactly.
Keep writing those hits, kid.
What a nice guy.
It'll take a few seconds for the timelines to sort themselves out, and then we'll see if it's worked.
It's happening. I'm disappearing.
Well, Lister altered the timelines and lived an entirely different life. Consequently, he didn't join Red Dwarf. Consequently, the cat race never existed, and we never rescued Kryten.
So it's just you and me?
For the rest of eternity.
No thanks. Find him and bring him back.
So Rimmer decides to go rescue Dave Lister from his life of fabulous wealth.
Holly finds a film.
It is a parody of the show Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous, called Lifestyles of the Disgustingly Rich and Famous.
And we get to see a little bit of the life that Lister has been leading. So we see like a limo pull up. He's got a whole team of people around him. He's got a blazer, but he's still got a Fred Flintstone shirt under it.
I love their idea of what Lister's idea of what a really rich person would look like.
And then Rimmer appears in the corner.
Lister, it's me. It's me, Rimmer. Rimsey, Arnie Rimmer. Arnie, old iron balls. Rimmer! Rimmer!
Apparently, the gentleman's name is Rimmer, sir.
Have we met? We're like brothers. We were shipmates, Red Dwarf. Sabrina Mulholland-Jones.
Yes.
The Sabrina Mulholland-Jones? Model, best-selling novelist, and international jet-setter?
Yeah, she's me bed.
She's me bed. You know, I stand here now, and I look at the two of us, and I ask one simple question. Who is the rich man? You, with your 58 houses, your private island in the Bahamas, your multi-billion-pound business empire, or me, with what I've got? It's you, isn't it? Yes, it's all very clear to me now. You, richer and happier.
This way, sir.
If Lister can do it, why can't I? These photographs, there's one somewhere here of me at boarding school, aged 8. Holly, torch.
So somehow there is like a picture of a bunch of sleeping children at this boarding school. So Rimmer is trying to explain to his younger self about the tension sheet. And he keeps being interrupted by Thicky Holden.
Who's asking very good questions.
Yeah, isn't that packing paper?
Why is it red?
So he convinces his younger self that tomorrow he needs to go to the patent office and register this. So he comes out of the picture and he's so confident that it worked.
Ta-ta, failure. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, sexual ecstasy. Here they come. Bang on time. I'll be disappearing any moment now. Any moment. Any moment now.
It hasn't worked. According to my data bank, you didn't invent the tension sheet. It was invented by a gentleman named Thicky Holden.
Why does nothing ever go right for me?
Don't ask me why, but somehow you're no longer a hologram. You're alive.
I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm alive! Kryten, unpack Rachel and get out the puncture repair kit. I'm alive! Don't you think it's incredible? I am alive!
The bit is clearly that he's alive for a very short amount of time and then dies before the episode's end so that they can reset to the status quo. I like how this episode showcases a lot of really good banter amongst the crew. I also like that it has one of the weirder sci-fi premises that doesn't really hold up or make a lot of sense. I think Red Dwarf is kind of fun at its ability to do things like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's my favorite show ever. I can watch it forever.
If you're interested in DVDs, they're really cheap now.
These DVDs are incredible. They have like tons of bonus features, little featurette documentaries. They have commentary tracks with the whole cast for each episode. And they have these amazingly early 2000s CGI menus that are like you're traveling around the inside of Red Dwarf.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ooh, we didn't mention that there was an American...
And we shouldn't.
And we shouldn't. But it
The
had
American version isn't real and it can't hurt you.